What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Big Just LaFleur from the Facts Cap Podcast, and we are back, baby. And today we want to talk about Lil Baby, James Harden, marijuana. But first, let me say this: is there something cursed about that all white party, man? What's going on? Everybody attached to that all white party got some shit going on, man. And when I say that, I say this: we had a little Uzi there. He just got in trouble with the laws over in California. He put his goddamn alleged put a gun to Brittany Bird's gut, slapped the shit out of her. Then we got Meek Mill and Travis Scott. They shutting the party down. They closing the set, but in a nigga way, because they deciding to be out there in a screaming match or whatever it may be. And now we got Lil Baby and James Harden. All these people was at this party, and now everybody in trouble. But that's neither here nor there. So before we get to Lil Baby and James Harden, let's talk about Sha'Carri Richardson, and I'm gonna tell you how this links, kind of in a way, to Lil Baby and James Harden. So Sha'Carri Richardson, she's a kid who ran for LSU. She's 21 years old. She ran the 100-meter and qualified a few weeks ago, and it was just, she dominated it, and she wins in fashion, so the people love her because she wears her lace front, she wears long nails, like she's styling when she go across the line. She's pointing at the camera, while she's ahead of people by 2 and 3 seconds. Like, she's a beast, right? So a couple weekends ago, she ends up getting suspended, which made her not qualify for the trials, Olympics, because she smoked weed. She has some THC in her system. So I get it. We all smoke a little bit, but she got caught smoking, and the people got behind her because of her smoking. I think what people don't really understand is, and this is us as America, we're cocky people. We're arrogant people. We think that we're the only country that matters. So what I say that for is because people have been rallying around Sha'Carri Richardson, and saying that, she deserves the race. And that's also because she says she smoked weed because she found out that her biological mother passed away. So I get it. But in my opinion, while I do agree that weed should be legal everywhere and that it shouldn't be that big of a deal, it is in certain places of the world still. And when you're dealing with the Olympics, it's not just about us. It's not just about the U.S. And that's where I say us as Americans, we are very, very arrogant in a sense. Now, let's see how that leads to, how do I tie that into Lil Baby and to James Harden? I think that when we go, James Harden and Lil Baby, they must have been moving wrong. Allegedly. Now, this is all alleged. But allegedly, Lil Baby had 20 grams of weed on in Paris. It's fashion weed in Paris. So they arrested him. They detained James Harden. James Harden is always moving around, partying. He likes hanging with rappers, especially Lil Baby. They have a friendship. I ain't saying not to hang with people, but for someone who just came off of an all season where it looked like they didn't do shit physically, he came back fat, and he could never really get right with injuries. He was injured more than he had ever been. You had a hamstring thing that basically fucked you up in the playoffs, and it left Kevin Durant out there to, play by himself, essentially, like he was just out there. So I think that, I'm not saying don't be out here and playing and everything, but just know everybody watching you now because you out here hanging out. You at all these parties, you in the Hamptons, then y'all decided to go to Paris. Like, you doing a lot, and niggas ain't seen you touching the basketball yet all season. So we're going to get you out of there. You need to think about that and consider that shit. As far as Lil Baby, you move around a lot. You move around good. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever see Lil Baby's name in these federal charges. You don't see him getting arrested for little shit, big shit, medium shit. You don't ever really see him getting arrested. But you know, like I said, we are cocky people. You can't be up in a country you know nothing about with 20 grams of weed on you. You know, I don't know, like, maybe your partners couldn't come, maybe they fell, I don't know. I don't know how you was moving over there, but clearly it wasn't the right way. So, all I say is, you know, we gotta move, we gotta stop being arrogant when we come to these different countries. Learn how to move, get with somebody there who know how to move, man, and move correctly. Uh, Last thing you want is a thing over, a case overseas, man. So, that's all I'm here for, man, is to say this, man. It's your boy, Big Justin Flair from the Facts of Cap Podcast. We out, baby. Subscribe, comment, share below. Like, do whatever you gotta do. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your uncle. Anyway, we out, baby.
Subscribe for Daddy channel.